Hi guys, how are you? This is Irene with Yummy Life with Irene. Welcome back again for another very interesting video. Today guys, I'm making one of my most amazing and something that my kids really love. And sometimes when you want to do breakfast and the routine, it's either cereal with milk, yogurt with dry fruits or fresh fruits, tea with bread or scones, and you don't like the monotony, and you really want to make your family a hearty and very warming breakfast. This is it, guys. So today I'm going to show you how to make something that is good and very dear to my heart, that is called smothered potatoes. So guys, here are the ingredients that you're going to need to make this. It's so easy. If you just have potatoes at home, you can make this. So we are going to need about like 4 peeled and dried potatoes. You're going to need some vegetable oil or the oil that you cook with. You can do also like the extra virgin oil. You're going to need powdered garlic, some Spanish paprika. I love putting this, and it's optional. Danajera. It makes the potatoes taste very, it gives it a very, very different kind of a taste. You can put danajera or omit it if you don't like it. My family loves pepper, so we are going to use some cayenne pepper and some black pepper, 1 big onion, and a bunch of coriander. And also we are also going to need like say 5 or 6 tablespoons of chicken broth. Guys, this is how we do this. So to start with, you're going to take your potatoes and you're going to cut them at a spacing of about 1/2 inch, because you really don't want them to be very thin, and you also want them to have a bite. So we cut our potatoes. I've done this for so long, it's very easy for me. So what we do to our potatoes, we are going to take some Dana Jira spice, say 1/2 teaspoon will do. Some Spanish paprika, 1/2 teaspoon too. Some garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon. Some salt, some black pepper. I like grinding my black pepper fresh. I hate stale black pepper, so it's always good to grind fresh black pepper. After I put black pepper, I like starting with black pepper, then I put the cayenne pepper. My family can handle heat very well, but I just want a pinch of the cayenne because I've also put the black pepper. We're going to mix this very well because we want to coat our potatoes with all the spices before we go to the pan, make sure, that is why I insisted on the potatoes being dry, because they're going to really coat the spices very well. Because if they are wet, all the spices is going to be left in the bowl. So that's done. This is how they look, guys. So from here, we are going to heat our pan on high. On high. Make sure you're using a very heavy saucepan, because this gets burnt very fast because you're using spices. Then you're going to put like 2 tablespoons of the vegetable oil. And from here, let me keep this, the dirty dishes. We let the oil get really hot, because you're going to start first with the potatoes. That is where what you're going to start with. And to make sure that the potatoes does not stick, we swirl our oil very well on the sides of the pan. Yeah, this is heating up. So what you do, guys, you're going to put our potatoes in the pan. As you can tell, our potatoes are very well coated. So from here, using a spatula, smothered potatoes really need your, you can't walk away from them. Just turning them and making sure that everything is very well coated in the oil, so that it does not stick. And also separating them to them that are stuck. I do want to start with a lot of oil, because I don't want them to be very oily. But it looks like we're going to need to add a bit of oil. So you can do another tablespoon of oil, so that they don't stick on the side. So from here onwards, we are really going to smother our potatoes. And as that starts to cook, I need to chop my coriander. I'm going to give it a very, very tiny chop. So we keep turning the potatoes, because you don't want them to burn. And we are looking to cook all of them. You guys, I wish you could smell the aromas. Just make sure that they're not sticking to each other, and they're also getting cooked and coated very well. Then you spread them round a bit. So from here, we're going to put our onion. This is a very, very amazing recipe for breakfast. You know, sometimes when say you are working late, you've woken up quite late, and you want something that is, you know, very filling. This works wonders. So we continue smothering our potatoes on high heat. And also making sure that all the onions mix very well. Walking away from smothered potatoes means they're going to get burnt, and we don't want any burnt taste in this. So I was defrosting my chicken broth, because I usually do a lot of chicken broth. So I'll just get this ready, because the moment I see that it's turning to start to stick in the pan, I don't want to burn it, because that chicken broth is what will get the caramelized bits at the base of the pan. So guys, our potatoes have started softening up. So whatever sticks, you separate. That is why it is good to use this spatula. You will really love this because they are so yummy. And it's something different also. You're just trying to diversify your recipes for breakfast. So let me return my spices. I'll need a fork because I want to taste the smallest potato. Just for salt. It needs more salt. And a bit more of our garlic powder. Then you're going to keep stirring them up. You can tell it started to sort of stick to your pan. Then this is where you come in and add your chicken broth. You can start with like 5 tablespoons of chicken broth, and that will caramelize deglaze the pan and what had stuck. At the base of the pan, we really add to the taste of the potatoes. Yeah, so I still think we need to add a little bit more of the chicken broth. We continue smothering them. And once we get to this point, we want to lower our heat. And again, we want to cover this with a lid on very low heat. And we want to leave that to cook through. Then guys, we'll come back and finish this up and get ready for breakfast. So see you guys after like 2 minutes. So guys, we check on the potatoes. Wow, they are cooking very well. And you see what the chicken broth has done? It has deglazed our pans. So all this will get to go to our potatoes. They're still not very well done, and I want them to get a bit just to the state where they are cooked through and they're almost getting mushy. On still the same low heat, what you're going to do, you're going to add our chopped coriander. You add that in. Don't stir it in, you just spread it around so that it gets heated from the steam that is coming from the potatoes on still very low heat. We give it more time to get ready. Then we can serve this for breakfast. So guys, we check on our potatoes. Wow, the aromas that are coming from this makes me feel really hungry. Yeah. So we scrape the pan so that it does not burn, and we still give our potatoes a bit more time for them to totally get ready. Some of them are done. It's just a matter of like a minute or two, and everything is going to be fine. So you give it another minute or two, and they're going to be ready. Then you're going to do the service. So guys, our potatoes are done. So we switch off, and this is very well done. So we are going to taste. Give them some time before I do the service. So we're going to taste this. You can tell they are fork tender. Mm. This is really yummy. Mm. So my people, if you just have 4 potatoes, you have made your smothered potatoes, because everything else you have in the house, the spices, the onion. And I serve this usually with maybe some 2 sausages or a serving of some crisped bacon on the side. And that is good for breakfast. And guys, I want to say thank you very, very much for the support I'm getting from you guys. I'm really overwhelmed. Thank you for my returning subs. Thank you so much. For my new subscribers, kindly consider subscribing, sharing, and also liking the videos. This really writes very well with YouTube. They get to recommend my videos more to more people. And also, guys, just an overlook. I've noticed from my YouTube analytics that most of you are watching my videos and are not subscribing. So kindly consider subscribing if you're loving the content, because I can see my returning viewers are so many. So you're loving the content, and also I would kindly request you subscribe, you share to your friends, you like the videos. And also, guys, this is from me to you. If you have something that maybe a dish you would want to make, and you don't know how to do it, I'd recommend just tell me at the description box. Leave a comment, tell me what you want to see me make, and I'm going to do that for you guys. Yeah. So I'm really grateful. Remember, always, with God, you are blessed, you are loved, and you're amazing. So bye, guys. See you in my next video, and be blessed.